When it comes to preparing for calamities and war, the cost of survival supplies can seem unbearable. In fact, according to a 2024 FEMA survey, 25% of families found prepping for emergencies too costly. But here's the good news. In this video, we'll give you some low-budget tips on how to be prepared for any kind of emergency. So the key to dealing with these unexpected situations is preparing a cost-effective emergency kit. This kit should include everything from food supplies to emergency shelters. Also, you will need to make sure every once in a while that it's up to date and easily accessible. Now, let's dive into how you can prepare a budget-friendly emergency kit to tackle any disaster. Food items. While preparing for emergencies on a budget, the most important thing is to focus on affordable, nutritious, and long-lasting food items and supplies that can provide you with energy. Making smart choices can help you avoid wasting money on foods that are not helpful in providing all the essential nutrients. Let's take a look at those food supplies you can add to the list. 1. Canned foods. Canned food offer long shelf lives as compared to fresh products, saving you money in the long run. Also, choose low-sodium fruits and vegetables sealed in water or juice because they are high in nutritional value. Add something rich in protein and fiber like beans, either canned or dried. 2. Dried foods. Inexpensive dried foods with long shelf lives, like lentils, rice, pasta, and quinoa, are great for emergency survival kits. Lentils and quinoa are rich in protein, while pasta and rice are great sources of carbs. These foods are not only easy to prepare, but can also be combined with different vegetables and chicken to create a balanced, nutritious meal for less. 3. Grains. Instead of buying pre-packaged breakfast items, which can be costly, invest in grains. Some of the essential grains perfect for long-term storage include flour, sugar, and oats. Oats can be used as an affordable breakfast, while flour and sugar can be utilized in baking and cooking. 4. Nut butters. Nut butters are rich in protein and healthy fats, which makes them perfect food supplies for emergency situations. However, for a more nutritious option, I prefer natural nut butter to cut added sugars or unhealthy fats. Try to buy larger jars, as they are often more cost-effective as compared to smaller ones. Also, you can enjoy nut butter in different ways, from nut butter sandwiches to adding it to smoothies. 5. Dehydrated and freeze-dried foods. Dehydrated and freeze-dried foods are typically just as healthy as fresh or canned foods if they are correctly prepared. These foods may include soups, fruits, and vegetables. Though they are no cheaper due to their long shelf lives and lightweight nature, freeze-dried foods can be a smart investment for long-term emergencies. 6. Shelf-stable milk or milk alternatives. Milk is a good source of calcium and vitamin D during emergencies, but fresh milk can get spoiled quickly. So the best alternatives are shelf-stable milk, such as UHT, ultra-high temperature milk, or powdered milk. These can not only provide the same nutritional value, but are also suitable for long-term storage, making them cost-effective. 7. Snacks. Some of the best choices for healthy snacks are nuts, seeds, granola, and protein bars. These items are rich in proteins and fats, and can provide a quick energy boost whenever you need them. Opt for bulk to lower the cost. 8. Spices and condiments. Little investments like salt, pepper, and other condiments can significantly impact the flavor of your recipes. Instead of buying costly prefabricated seasoning mixes, try individual spices. This will not only help you produce different flavors by mixing, but also help you avoid wasting money on pointless additions. When preparing for calamities, consider that non-food supplies are just as important as food. For example, 1. Water. Water is a basic need, and every person should drink at least 4 liters of it per day. For emergencies, store enough water per person for a minimum of 3 days, as it can be used for other purposes as well. It can be stored in airtight containers, but reusable water bottles or recycled old plastic containers will save you a few bucks. 2. First aid kit. Having a first aid kit is important in any kind of emergency situation, but it doesn't need to be expensive. The most convenient option is to buy a pre-assembled first aid kit, but it would cost you a lot of money. Here, you can save some bucks by assembling together your own first aid kit with all the necessary items like bandages, antiseptic, gloves, and any drugs you might need. To guarantee you can utilize your kit properly, think about also enrolling in CPR/first aid training. 3. Personal hygiene items. Your emergency kit must include basic hygiene supplies like toothpaste, shampoo, soap, and any feminine hygiene products you may need. During emergencies, these products not only keep you clean, but also help you avoid getting sick. However, buy full-size, multi-purpose goods and divide them into smaller containers rather than costly pre-packaged hygiene kits. To save money and space, look for reusable containers. 4. Flashlight and batteries. Having a dependable torch and extra batteries is essential because power outages occur frequently during emergencies. Flashlights that run on solar power are a great way to save battery expenses. Despite the temptation to purchase several flashlights, choose a single high-quality solar-powered flashlight to save money on battery replacement. Additionally, you can spend money on rechargeable batteries, which are more cost-effective over time because they can be used repeatedly. 5. Multi-tool or Swiss Army knife. From food preparation to first aid and equipment maintenance, a Swiss Army knife or multi-tool is remarkably versatile for a range of emergency situations. Instead of buying a large set of tools, think about getting a small, lightweight one to save money and space. 6. Portable phone charger. In an emergency, particularly when there is no electricity, a portable phone charger makes sure you stay connected. Invest in a single high-capacity power bank that can charge your phone several times rather than purchasing multiple chargers. 7. Blankets or sleeping bags. Shelter and warmth are essential during emergencies. Having sleeping bags or blankets can help shield you from the weather, yet a full tent isn't usually required. Instead of purchasing a full sleeping bag, get a lightweight emergency blanket or bivy sack. To keep you warm and dry, a basic rain jacket might also be a great choice. 8. Trash bags. Trash bags are excellent for disposing of waste, but they may also be used for other things, like shelter or drying your equipment. When it comes to budget-friendly preparation, you're already ahead of your competition with this emergency kit in your hands. Here are some additional tips for budgeting to help you make the most of your funds and make sure you're prepared without going beyond the allocated funds. Tips for budgeting. First, make a bulk purchase. Bulk purchases of non-perishable goods are among the best ways to save money. Generally speaking, purchasing in bulk reduces the cost per unit, allowing you to get more food and supplies for less money. This guarantees that you're stocked for extended periods of time and helps you save money. Consider what you already have before you run out to get more supplies. In a messy pantry, it's easy to forget about the things you already have. However, it's likely that you have a collection of non-perishable items that you may utilize in your emergency supply. A hand-cranked torch or radio may be necessary, but you most likely have some extra blankets and warm clothes lying around that you may use for your emergency supplies. Additionally, you might have some plastic soda bottles that you could use to store your emergency water supply. By taking this easy step, you may avoid going over budget and make the most of the resources you already have. Looking for discounts is another excellent method of saving. When preparing for emergencies, it is unnecessary to invest in the most expensive equipment. Inexpensive comforters and outerwear will be enough. Coupons, special offers, and discounted items can substantially reduce your expenses. In order to maximize these savings, it is recommended that you monitor local flyers or enroll in online offers. Numerous grocery stores conduct consistent sales. When purchasing survival supplies, it may be advantageous to select store brands. Although name brand products may be costly, store brand items frequently provide comparable quality at a significantly reduced cost. Lastly, it's important to switch up your supplies. Even non-perishable goods can become less fresh or past their expiration dates over time. Use and replace products frequently to maintain the effectiveness and freshness of your stockpile. Using the older ones first and then switching them out for newer purchases is an easy way to accomplish this. This guarantees that you will always have emergency supplies on hand when you need them most. These low-cost survival preparation ideas will help you be prepared for anything without going over budget. Be creative, be careful, and never forget that the secret to mental calm is readiness. If this video was useful to you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon for more video updates. See you next time. Until then, stay tuned.